Look, now watch this.
Now we're even. At best.
I just turned talentless. You don't have to say it.
Now watch this. And we... Oh shit. And we both... Now it's too much.
We are just gonna be two ugly people sitting together tonight, dreaming about Reeve and his beautiful sliding guitar, with a glass of scotch in his hand. Next song.
That just happened.
I'm gonna just say this right now. Reeve, I didn't really, because we were sitting in the green room, and I didn't really take a look at you head to toe. You are my fucking spirit animal. Like, if I could look like and have the ability to dress better than this, that's how I would want to look. Everything. I like the bracelet and the...
Yeah, I was accompanying his jeans in the green room, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, that's true. She gave me a compliment on my $12 jeans I've been wearing since high school.
It makes him even better.
Yeah, it's true. You just are awesome. I'm so glad I met you.
Thanks, man.
You want to take that guitar in her hand?
I'll just be over here, guys. You guys.
Oh, hey, Jason, you're here. I didn't even see you over there. Oh, we actually are plugged in like something was going to happen. That was just
It may happen.
Was it big? I may have broke it.
But I do, there's a lovely lady that's been standing at the microphone for such a long time while we were up here being done. You should ask your question.
So, hi guys, my question is for Matt. I'm sorry guys.
Don't be sorry.
If hopefully young John or Michael did come back, what do you think would be the first thing he would do?
He would go like this. Fuck yeah! No, that's so stupid. I'm so sorry. He would be doing a lot of things. He would come back and he would have his comb over, because clearly I have to play young John, because Jeffrey Dean Morgan is fucking Jeffrey Dean Morgan. So I would come back with my comb over, and if they brought me back to the future, I would be like, what the fuck is going on here? Why is everybody looking down at this little computer in their hand? I'd be confused. But if it was the past, I think I'd maybe be trying to make another baby with Mary. Who knows? That's Matt answering the question. It's nothing to do with young John. Do you have a question?
I think so.
You think so?
How are you guys?
Really good. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm awesome.
Good.
So, at some point, we all had a few drinks too much.
Never.
Never.
I mean, I can't speak for them.
So, and we did stuff, like embarrassing stuff and shit. And I wanted to know what's the worst embarrassing thing or the funniest thing you did?
Under the influence of alcohol?
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Can I just tell you,
It's
an excellent question that you could ask 100 times, and 100 times you would not get an honest answer.
Come on.
But, well, I'm sure there is an answer. I've got one. Everybody put your cameras away. I have children. We were at a convention in Paris, and it was at Paris Disneyland. This was a few years ago. And I'm a sipper. I like to enjoy a cocktail, not a chugger. You know what I mean? And I went to...
Hey, tell him to call you back later. Thank you.
And so we were at this convention, and I had walked out to the front. We were done with everything, and I walked out in front of the place where we were staying, and there was this British man who was there with his family. And he just struck up a conversation with me. And he was the nicest guy in the world. Just like totally random, was not there for the show, had his family at Disneyland. And he just looked at me and said, "Brother, I need a beer. Can I buy you a beer?" And I was like, "Absolutely you can buy me a beer. Let's go sit at the bar and have a beer." And then he bought me another beer. And then and every time like he would say something like, my kids can keep me up, so have just a shot with me. And I was like, okay, that sounds like a great idea. So fast forward to him convincing me to go to this other bar. We went to this other bar, had a couple more drinks, and then when I finally had the presence of mind to be like, I did not say it this clearly, but I said I have to work tomorrow, so I'm gonna leave you. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed hanging out with you. It was a good time. And I walked back to the exact thing, the same way that I walked to the bar, but something was different. And the gate that was like a solid 15 feet high was closed and locked, but I could see my hotel. It was right there. And the gate, I mean, the fence went really far that way and really far that way. And I said, it's probably not a good idea for me to walk that far.
So climb.
I should just climb over the fence. If there, thankfully there isn't, but if there were security camera footage of my Sisyphusian task to get over this wall, it would have been the funniest thing you've ever seen in your life. It took me no less than 10 attempts to get over the wall. And when I got over the wall, I was so happy that I did, that I like got 2 feet over and jumped. And I forgot how high the wall was. So I landed and I fell into some bushes. And then I stood up. I made it back to my room, went to sleep, woke up, plenty of time for whatever the next morning, came downstairs, and I had scratches all over me from the bush. I mean, it looked like I had gotten in a fight with many, many cats. Yeah, and so that's my story.
Great story.
How about you, Reeve? You got any?
After I say no comment, I don't think anything's going to be as interesting as that, though, that's for sure.
I have one that's slightly interesting and more embarrassing, and I'm going to share it with you because you are my people. So this was freshman year of college.
Nothing counts from that year.
Nothing counts from that year. What happens freshman year and those years after stays in
Freshman year until you get to JIB.
So we went to a spring break thing my freshman year, like in Florida, in Pensacola, Florida, which is on the panhandle of Florida, on the beach. All thousands of spring breakers show up. Me and 4 buddies go, we get a hotel room, share a hotel room, right? 2 beds. I'm sharing with one dude, other dudes are sharing there. There's like a dresser here with a TV on it. I am so far beyond intoxicated, okay? I should have stopped drinking 18 or 20 drinks ago. I walk into the hotel room, my 2 buddies are sleeping in one bed. I hop in the bed with my other buddy, I fall asleep for like an hour and I wake up and I'm like, oh, I gotta go pee-pee, I gotta go pee-pee. And I remember like my drunk mind just getting me out of bed, eyes never open, just going, I gotta go pee-pees, gotta go pee-pees. And so I get up and walk to the bathroom. And I walk and I walk and I walk and I get down and I pull the thing open. Oh, I start peeing. Oh, it's so much. I'm like a minute and a half into the pee, right? Like, I mean, maybe 1 gallon of whiskey has already come out. And my buddy wakes up and he goes, Matt, Matt, Matt! And I turn around and I go, and I go back and I keep on peeing. And he goes, Matt! And I go, I'm still peeing. I go, what, man? He's like, you're peeing in the dresser drawer. So I walked to the bathroom. Finished.
I was wondering what kind of toilet.
It was one of those pull-out drawer toilets. You know, everybody's seen them before.
Yeah.
So basically,
They don't flush.
yeah. Saving water, Jason. Okay.
So your time.
Basically, what you should take away from that story is don't pee in the dresser, but always be quiet in the hotel room when your friends are sleeping.
Thank you.
Excellent questions. You guys are so polite. Do you have a question?
I do.
There's the first one on this side.
Hooray!
I'm super pumped. It's gonna be a good one.
God, I hope so now.
Yeah, no pressure.
Okay, so, yeah, thank you. This question is actually mostly for Reeve, although, Jason, you're more than welcome to answer as well. First of all, I'd like to say thank you for an extraordinary experience to both of you. So no sulking last night.
I'm just gonna say goodbye real quick. I love you guys.
Okay, so, I think probably was fairly obvious to everyone. When...
Sorry I can't get my tail off.
Happens to the best of us.
How did you get that on?
Just one more second, I'm leaving.
Finally.
Okay, we good? We're good.
Great.
Okay, so when you're performing, you almost seem to shift in a different persona. Physically, you become very different. I'm just wondering whether it really feels that way for you and how aware you are of what else is going on in the room when it happens. Because you seem to be really in there.
I'm not aware of that, but I've seen it in watching video footage back. So I don't know. I don't know. I think as a singer, you kind of have to. Well, you don't have to do anything, but I think it's good if you're not afraid of going to whatever place you need to go to whether it be even from a musical standpoint to create a sound, or to, I don't know, to kind of channel that energy. I guess, yeah, I definitely am not thinking about it if it looks as though that's happening. I'm not really sure, but
No,
yeah,
it's
no.
thinking about it. That's kind of the point.
Oh, good, good.
It's totally focused on what
Oh,
you're
good,
doing.
good. Well, I hope it's not too weird, or it might be.
Awesome.
It's perfectly weird.
Okay, good.
Yeah. That's, to me as a musician, that was the perfect answer. Because I don't tend to do that as much because I feel like I'm, I don't know, my musical performance is a little bit more, I don't know what the right word is, laid back maybe, or something, you know, and so I don't. Sometimes I'll click into that space on a certain song, or you know, singing a certain thing, but as a habit, it's pretty rare that I kind of, you know, open my eyes and be like, whoa, that was, you know, some other thing. But when if you ask that question and someone says, I don't know, that's just what happens when I do that, then I feel like it's authentic and it's real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's a facade, it's not as good of a performance. You know what I mean? And I feel the same way when I watch him. You know, he's just in it. It's not like it's something you're doing. You're just
Thinking.
playing. You know.
Yeah, it wasn't an ever question really, though, is it, for that? It's more reason, do you feel yourself slipping into that? You know, does it feel different, or rather than...
Yeah, not really. I would say, I mean, maybe the best answer I could say is that I wouldn't say I'm a shy person, but I'm a bit more laid back and reserved in my regular life, and I love performance as a musician in particular, and acting. Both of those things allow me to go to a place that I don't go to in my everyday life. So I do feel like I kind of connect with something that is a bit, I don't know, it's like taking one aspect of yourself and magnifying it. Not that I'm even like conscious of that, but it's nice to be able to go there sometimes. Because it is pretty different from the way I am normally, I guess.
Great answers, thanks guys.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi guys.
How are you?
Good. I was just wondering, what song would you like to collaborate on together, or maybe a song that you like but would like to play it in a different genre or something like that?
See, that was a good question.
A lot of
Yeah, there's a ton of stuff I'd love to delve into. Do you do much Queen?
I love Queen.
Yeah.
I love Queen.
I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be really fun to do a Queen song.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That's my answer, I guess.
I would agree. Oh, now?
No, Queen is one of those Bohemian Rhapsody, real quick. You know?
He's got one. He's got one.
Is that what you're saying?
God, I hate him so much. I'm like, there's no way I could ever do Bohemian Rhapsody.
And then he looked at me and goes, should we try?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do it.
I mean, I know how to play it. Yeah, go for it. You guys happen to have a mic stand down there in mid? Okay, I do know how to play it, so we could at least start somewhere. I don't know the whole the crazy section. Do you guys want to do the crazy section too? Because I don't know if I know how to play that, but I can try. Okay. So let's see. Let's go give it a shot. Do you want me to start it? You want to start it?
Yeah, you just start it and then you play the middle, and then maybe you play the end.
Okay, we'll give it a shot. Let's see.
Just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun. Now I'm gone and thrown it all away. Mama, didn't mean to make you cry. Found out back again, this time tomorrow. Carry on, as if nothing really mattered.
Sorry, my bad. Alright, let's start here.
Taking all the time. I've got to go. Gotta leave you behind and face the truth. I don't wanna die. Sometimes I wish I'd never been born. Carry on, as if nothing really.
And then there's whole. Wait, I think that's how I did it usually. But then we could try to do the other thing if you want to try it. Maybe. Yeah. And it goes like. I never played this. Right? You guys know this part?
So you think you can stop me and spit in my eyes?
You know,
So you think you can love me
I feel like we're closer to that collaboration than I thought we were.
That was awesome. Hi.
Hi there. This is more for Jason than for Reeve, because I do kind of know Reeve's answer on this. It's about the songwriting process. When you write a song, do you do music? Do you do lyrics? Do you sit down and go, I'm going to write a song today? Or do you just get hit by an idea and go with it?
When I first started writing music, it was total lightning strike inspiration. It was, you know, I'd be driving down the road and something would pop into my head, and I'd either record it on my phone or I'd pull over and write down a little something, and then when I finally got the time to work it out, I would turn it into a song. And then as I continued to progress in my writing, and as I started kind of getting hired to write things, which it's tough if a director says, hey, I need you to write a song for this scene, just to say, all right, cool, yeah, give me the scene and then we'll just wait for lightning to strike. I had to kind of retrain my writing technique to be able to say, okay, I'm gonna sit down and write a song.
That's impressive. That's really hard to do.
I'm not saying that I'm good at it yet.
You must be good at it with the amount of work you've done.
Well, thanks.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to write quickly like that, though, I think.
It is, and it's just a muscle, you know, like you sit down and you do it, and you know for a fact that the songs that you're writing are not as good as the lightning strikes. But the more you do it, the more you kind of retrain your creative process to be able to kind of turn the faucet on when you need to, you know. But in those instances, I feel like usually it's easier to start with the music. You have kind of a general idea of what you want to say with the music, and but because it's mathematical, you have a palette already there in front of you, and you know which colors work together. So it's kind of easier to try different combinations, so you can get the music down, and then the words come